Coming to you live from Southern California. Major League Baseball on tap. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And pitching in this game, Roki Sasaki. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Now in for the Braves, Jurickson Profar.
Designated hitter, Jurickson Profar.
And that's through there for a strike. And that's how this game gets started.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Next offering way off the plate. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. Out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. His first homer of the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Here comes Austin Riley. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Sasaki, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. That one drifts inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Man at first, Matt Olson will hit next. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. That's outside. Ball 1. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Left-hand batter waits. Swinging a foul straight back.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Here's the pitch to Olsen. Way out front for strike 2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Here's Marcelo Zuna. And that's downstairs and outside. Man at first, one away. And foul ball.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Right through there for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
That's ball 2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. That one well upstairs, and it's 1-0. Two outs. And now 2-0.
2-0.
That one fouled off. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Edman sizing this one up. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Looking back at the solo blast that led off the game. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in L.A., and our pitcher tonight, A.J. Smith-Shawver. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
We go to the bottom of the first, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Enrique Hernandez. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. And a curveball is just outside. That misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike. That's outside.
And that drops in for a strike.
We got full count.
High fly ball out towards left field. Ozuna raging back towards the wall. Won't get to this one. It drops foul.
Well, he's ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
Throw on to Olsen. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
On a line out towards center. 2 down. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And Chris, here we have a deep and talented lineup against a pitcher who's not exactly among the league's best.
Well, this is when you can make your money as a hitter, and I'm expecting them to put up plenty of offense in this one. When you got a lineup this stacked, it's a tough job to keep them in check for any pitcher. We'll see what kind of fireworks they can provide here.
Freddie Freeman at the plate now. That's ball 1. 2 out, space is empty. Ripped on a line. Nabs it, and that is that. Dodgers down in order. They trail here 1-0. Second inning set to go. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Sasaki back to work. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And this one looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And one pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Arcia, the next to hit. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. No outs, runner on second. Foul ball there. This to third. Fires across the diamond. 1 out in the second.
Batting 8th, right fielder, Jared Kelnick.
Here's Jared Kelnick. That one's in there, 0-1. Runner at second here, 1 gone. And a big swing and a miss.
He's clearly out there throwing pitchers' pitches in this situation. First base is open. He walks him, no big deal.
Man at second. Center field. Pajes makes the grab. 2 down.
Batting ninth, catcher Chadwick Tromp.
And next for Atlanta, Chadwick Tromp. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Man on second, 2 down. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And a foul ball. And a 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So they work around to lead off double. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Braves 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Will Smith.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Line to left. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Now he'll turn for second, and he's there with a leadoff double.
Wastes no time there. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Here comes Max Muncy. Big time power. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Smith leads off second with nobody out.
Ball 2.
Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
2-2.
Missed inside with the curve. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one is absolutely belted. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one's back there. Tattooed and gone. His first homer of the year. It's 2-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Andy Pajes digs in now. And that one fouled off.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And that's in the dirt. And that's a little high. Too low, and it's ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Michael Conforto will climb in.
Ball.
In the dirt.
Ball 1, no strike.
Runner at first with no outs here. Sliced hard but foul.
Hey, 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cut out and miss, struck him out. 1 gone here. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Fastball for a strike at 95. And that one goes straight to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
One out and a runner at second. And that one gets past the catcher. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
He just hasn't had it in this one. Been fighting himself out there, and that's just another example of it. We'll see if he can find it at all while he's still out there.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Miguel Rojas at the plate. The shortstop takes the ball. And there's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's a ball.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. Throw on to Olsen. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. That funky Muncy with the homer for L.A. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here's Profar now. And a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And the 0-1. Profar gets a piece there.
One ball, two strikes.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And it's even up. Way inside, gets out of the way. Out towards right center field. Lunges, but can't make the catch.
Love how he became a really tough out with two strikes right there. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
And the batter now, Austin Riley. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch misses.
1-0.
And fouled off. Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. The next pitch misses, and a count 2-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Profar aboard here at first with nobody out.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
That one not close. And the count's full.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
On the ground to the left. And it's just foul. That was close. Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. 0-1 now. Chopper right side. Off balance speed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that's a little bit high. 1-0. Two outs. And it's even up to Ozuna.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That one off the mark, and that's ball 2.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
That one ripped right center field, and that gets down into the gap. Olsen around second, headed for third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. He scores to tie it up. It's 2-2.
Picks himself up at RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ozzie Albies next up for the Braves. Flied out his first time.
Ball, that's low.
In the dirt, blocked. Runner at second, 2 down. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. Not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at second. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Into center. Pajes gliding in towards the infield. Snags it on the run. And that is that. The Braves add 1 on the RBI double. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's Kike Hernandez. And that one upstairs, ball 1. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
2-0. There's a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Swing and a ground ball. Oh, nice play. To his knee, the throw, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 1 so far. Ball one, no strikes. Upstairs.
No strike.
Tied up here in the early going. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Pretty simple plan of attack on the mound right there, huh?
Yeah, nothing but fastballs. They just kept putting down the number 1 and letting it fly. I like it.
Yeah, me too. And I'd love to hit against that. But, of course, when you're in the box, you think he's bound to change speeds on you at some point. You're just kind of locked up, sort of like reverse psychology.
Freeman takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Two down, nobody on.
Hey. 1-1.
Rolled slowly to first. Olsen tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And Freeman is retired. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they make short work of him there. On to inning number 4. We are tied 2-2. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Michael Harris the 2nd. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Go-ahead run on base. Here's Orlando Arcia. Grounded out his first time up. Just missed.
You know, these Braves doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Swings through that one.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Check swing called strike. And it's 1-2. Right side, Edman. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Kelnick now at the plate. Fly to center his first time. And that's in there at the knees.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. This to center field. It's going to fall for a hit. In to score is the runner from third. And it's an RBI single. 3-2. They take the lead.
Raleigh gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Just a simple soft liner into center field for the knock right there. Maybe a little bit fooled by the pitch, but he did a good job of staying through it. And that allowed him to fight it off and just get enough behind it.
Stepping in, Chadwick Trump. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Trump measures 5 feet 8 inches, 29 years old, and he was born in the Netherlands. Kelnick, the base runner at first with 1 out. Next offering way upstairs. There's a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That misses the zone. 3-2 now. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Takes it in for the out.
Up next, for Atlanta, the designated hitter, Justin
Profar climbs in on that left side. He's already homered here in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Shohei Ohtani looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Trinan, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Fastball for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 run across in the frame so far. Top half of inning number 4. And that's in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Sasaki throws over. Kelnick back on a dive. Just off the inside edge.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And Gary Simmons punches him out. That's a strikeout. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 3-2 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now, Will Smith. That clips the zone. That's strike 1.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Third baseman.
Max Muncy at the dish. He's already homered in this game. Way
Count 1-0.
inside. One down, base is empty. No, with the shift on, hits right into it. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. A single his first time. There's a strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Just
plate, ball
missed.
1.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. A gigantic blast. His first homer of the year, and we're level. It's 3-3.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. The batter will be Michael Conforto. First pitch doesn't find the zone. This one chopped up the middle. Albies whips it to first on the run, and they get the out. Dodgers tie it up with a solo homer. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in L.A., here's Austin Riley.
Third baseman, Austin Riley.
Sasaki back to work. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Oh, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
That one hit to right. Hernandez ranging after it. Makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Here's Matt Olson. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back. Out of here. A solo shot. His first homer of the year. It's 4-3. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Roki Sasaki done for the night, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Shohei Ohtani.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Base is empty, one away, and now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Marcell Ozuna. First pitch, and it just misses. And a swing and a miss. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're at the top of the fifth. Outside low, 2-1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And that one fouled off. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. That's a strikeout. Ohtani sends her packing. 2 down, base is empty. Ozzy Albies up to the plate. First pitch just misses. And another ball. That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1. Two outs. And a good eye there. Michael Harris the second on deck for Atlanta. Draws the walk there.
First base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris the second. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Albies off of first with 2 away. That's too low. 2-0. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Conforto settles under it and makes the catch. And that'll do it. Braves get one on the big fly. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Tommy Edman. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. There's the shortstop at the plate, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. And that one is inside ball one. Late swing fouled off. One out, bases empty.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Hernandez stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Towards first, Olsen steps on the bag, and the Dodgers are set down in order. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Still down a run. It's 4-3. All set for the start of the inning. And here is Orlando Arcia. Back up the, that got him. And he beats the throw very close right there. Lake Trinan is forced to the mound after the injury.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Jared Kelnick next up for the Braves. And ball one to the right fielder.
You know, these Braves, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one just misses. Nobody out. Runner at first. And that one lifted in the air center field. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away.
Now batting, catcher Chadwick Trump.
Chadwick Trump next up for the Braves. Just missed. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Kirby Yates getting loose out there. Garcia, the lefty, warming up as well. Just missed. Arcia at first, 1 gone. A little out front there as he swings through it.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fly ball to right. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jurickson Profar.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now batting Jurickson Profar. Just missed. And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Swing and a miss.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Two outs. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So one hit is all they get. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Braves 4 and the Dodgers 3. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the 6th inning. Now at the plate, Teoscar Hernandez. And that drops in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2. Activity in the bullpen. Pierce Johnson up and throwing. Bummer warming up as well.
That's a ball.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
And here's Freddie Freeman. The other way. And that gets down for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Will Smith to the plate. 1 for 2.
Ball.
In the dirt. But no advance. That's ball 1. With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the 6th. That one outside. And now 2-0. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Riley makes the play. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Seventh inning coming up. It's the Braves 4 and the Dodgers 3. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Kirby Yates.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team. And there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Well, one-run game. Here comes Austin O'Reilly. 1 for 3. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball one. Slider right there.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Got him swinging. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And the batter now, Matt Olson. It was a homer for him back in the 5th. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
And that's fouled off. Yates measures 5 feet 10 inches, 37 years young. He joined the team as a free agent. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Coming out of the bullpen, throwing beat.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Up the middle. Edmonds slings to first. Ozuna is out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Braves go down quickly here, and it remains a 4-3 game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Pierce Johnson. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
That just
that's
misses, and the count even 1-1. On the ground to short, Arcia. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And here is Michael Conforto. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
There's the swing and a miss.
1 ball.
Trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's inside. 2-2. And that one is inside.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Tommy Edman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him swinging. Tommy Edman at the plate, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Dodgers go down quietly. Score holds at 4-3. We go to the eighth. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. Yates back to work. And takes low for ball one. And another ball. And a swing and a miss there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 2-2 on the way. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. fouled off, and they'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
2-2. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Really good battle right there. And that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. That missed inside. And the count 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Rojas fires to first on the run. Got him. Nice play. Now in for the Braves, Orlando Arcia. Inside corner, that's a strike. And it's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. And that's off the inside edge. And 1-1. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Smith makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Braves, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. A new pitcher in the game, Ronaldo Lopez.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Rojas up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at one down low. Action in the pen down there. Raisel Iglesias up and loosening in the pen. Bummer getting loose as well. Close, but called a ball. And the count now 2-0.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Kike Hernandez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Substitution now at first base. Coming in as the pinch runner, Chris Taylor. Back to the top of the order now. And Kike Hernandez at the plate.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Ozuna should have it. And out number 1 on the grab. And now Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 3 in this one. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Pickoff move to first, and he's back in easily. Swings through that one for strike 1.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Lopez fires. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Taylor leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Ronaldo Lopez departs, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. New pitcher for the Braves, Dylan Lee.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. First pitch, not close. Squirts away a little bit. That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
So the tying run at second. And another ball.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations. And right here with a middle-of-the-order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1 strike.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Man on second, 2 down. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Braves pen comes through in fine fashion. Through 8 full, it's the Braves 4 and the Dodgers 3. Now into the game, Chris Taylor. He's in at shortstop. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Luis Garcia. Well, One-run game. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Jared Kellner. And the first offering is not close. Movement in the bullpen. Number 78 looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 86 also getting ready. The 1-0. Strike one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And he brings it into the warning track.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And first offering is fouled off. To the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Designated hitter, Jurickson.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's the Braves DH, Jurickson Profar. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Tosses to first. Profar is out, and that's the 3rd out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Braves 4 and the Dodgers 3. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Raisel Iglesias. A chance at his first save of the year. The batter now will be Will Smith. And that one clips the corner.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
1-run game, bottom 9.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. A huge out to start the bottom of the 9th. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
In there, and it's 0-1.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Going to count 1 and 2.
That's when you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
1 down, base is empty. Off the plate, the count now 2 and 2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
On the ground, right side. Now the throw to first on the run. He is safe.
Tough play on a nice forehand stop. Had to be perfect right there with the exchange and throw to get the out, but looked like he had to dig into the glove a little bit more to get a good grip. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Next offering misses down and away.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So they're down to their final out. Now the left fielder, Michael Conforto. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That one a little bit high, and it's 1-0.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
And another ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. With the winning run at the plate. And the home team trying to pull it out. Into the outfield, base hit. Throw in hopes the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Dave Roberts turning to his bench for a new bat. Mookie Betts, a critical at bat in this game for him. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Coming home. He'll score, and the Dodgers even it up. Around third, the winning run crosses the plate, and the Dodgers walk it off 5-4.
In this situation, this guy's looking to put the ball in play and find a hole somewhere. Well, he did exactly that. Drives into a very cool walk-off win.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.